Hey, what's up guys? NullRage here, continuing our look at the Team Ups 2.0. Today we're taking a look at Arachne, the next hero in our list. She's going to be a... let's summon her out in companion mode. Nice entrance animation.
The only way we're gonna get through this is if we hit them so fast they don't have time to react.
Very, very quick hero, it seems. Alright, so she's going to come in, slashing her whip around, doing damage with Psi-Web Whip, which is her default attack. Let's go ahead and have a look at her Psi-Web Slash, doing mental damage, 2 hits of it.
I'm giving you everything I got.
Alright, so it looks like it's got a 4-second cooldown. It's just a stronger Psi-Web attack, or Psi-Web Whip kind of attack. It's a Psi-Web Slash, there it goes, double slash. Cool. Alright, Ensnare is next up. Mental damage and a weakening effect with a 6-second cooldown. Let's go ahead and get rid of Psi-Web Slash and we can Ensnare. Alright, there we go. So it's going to pull out a line attack and pull them in, I think. Yeah, draw your enemies closer while weakening them, doing some mental damage. Let's see if we can get her to come over to the other side of people. Alright, come here. Alright, no, come in here. Nope. Oh man, team up videos are so hard to do. They don't do what I want them to. Alright, come here. No, that's not where I want you to go either. Ugh. The pain. There we go, there we go. We got her in a much better position there. Alright, this is gonna be a little bit easier now. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, moving on. We've got Ensnare pulling them in from a line. Cool. Awesome. Now we've got Dropping Like Flies. It's going to throw a Psychic Web, causing it to weave through damage enemies, leaving them vulnerable. So it's going to apply some vulnerability, which is very nice if you can get your team up out just applying vulnerability to everything. Now let's have a look at what it does exactly. I missed the animation. Good thing it's got like an 8-second cooldown, so it shouldn't take too long. And there she goes. Alright, so it bounces between 1 or 2 targets, and then we've got Webmaster here. Okay, Webmaster will cause it to hit additional enemies, and you can increase the number of enemies up to like 6. Here, let's go ahead and commit all of those points. And now when she uses it, that's a lot more bounces. That's a lot more effective. So Webmaster is probably going to be pretty useful for using Dropping Like Flies here. We've got a chain here. Friendly Neighborhood, let's go just continue down the chain. Friendly Neighborhood will cause, it looks like it causes you to use Dropping Like Flies with the full advantage of Webmaster. That's really cool. Let's see if we can commit. If I unsummon her, well, we'll try that out later. We'll try that out later when we get to the passive side of things. Let's go over her other skills, and then we'll get to passive stuff. We got Binding Webs. Arachne shoots power and stuns. Alright. So she's going to shoot out a line attack. Some of the animations are lagging. I don't know why Test Center does this for me, unfortunately. But see if she'll use it again. It's only got a 12-second cooldown, 3-second stun duration. It's pretty good uptime on a stun, but I bet you it's affected by all their, the CC reduction things. So if you're running your own CC, you may not want to use this. And then Web Warrior, which is going to allow you to proc Binding Webs while she is in away mode. We'll have a look at all of that in just a second when we look at the away powers. To the Rescue is another away power, and it's going to, I think it calls her in. Yeah, when in danger, Arachne stuns nearby assailants with a burst of Psi-Webbing. So this will be when you get hit, she'll come in and stun everything around you for 3 seconds. We'll look at that in a second. Then we've got Mind Over Matter, mental damage with a 6-second cooldown. Let's have a look at, there we go. There we go. And she'll use it. I don't see her using it. Arachne telekinetically lifts and hurls large objects at unsuspecting foes. I think she's got to be like fighting a certain number. There she goes. She used it there. Here. There's got to be like a line of enemies set up correctly for her AI to use it. There we go. She lifts Yeah, psychokinetically lifts and hurls a large object. That's pretty cool. Line attack kind of thing. And then we've got Madam Web. Let's go ahead and reset again and have a look at Madam Web, which is going to shoot out psi-webs in all directions and stun enemies affected by it. 30-second cooldown, 6-second. Did that say? No, that's 3-second. Wow, that would have been crazy. A 6-second stun. All right, let's have a look. All right, so just a big 360 point blank AOE with a stun on it. Huge damage output. Very nice. All right, so let's get her out of here and have a look at her away powers. Let's go ahead and reset, and we wanted to Friendly Neighborhood, Web Warrior, and To the Rescue are all of her away powers. So the damage from Friendly Neighborhood will scale off the damage you have in Dropping Like Flies and Web Master. The thing that scales with points in Friendly Neighborhood is the activation chance. So just to sort of let's put a decent number. There we go. Just 7. Just 7. And then we've got this will proc whenever we get hit, and Web Warrior here will also proc for stunning enemies. Again, the damage will scale off points put into Binding Webs, and the activation chance will scale off points put into Web Warrior. Alright, let's go have a look at these skills. I'm just gonna... Can I actually take a hit from this guy? Probably not, so I can't show you the To the Rescue too well, but I can go over here and... Okay, that was her... Was that Web Warrior? I think it was, yeah. She comes in and throws Binding Webs. See if we can get her to proc again. It's always difficult doing team-up videos, as they don't do exactly what I want them to. Alright, so there we go, there we go. Oh, okay, that one is Friendly Neighborhood. If you have Friendly Neighborhood, then what will happen is when it procs, she will fly in and throw her Dropping Like Flies, which will bounce between all the targets. That's really cool. And what about this one? There we go. Okay, that one is a proc on you. She will also fly by and throw a whole bunch of web at your feet, which will hit anything around you. So you will need to be in melee range to take use of Web Warrior with Binding Webs. But other than that, that's really cool. Let me try again if we can get this to proc To the Rescue here.
Even when near to death,
No, ow, ow,
doom endures.
ow. How about if I'm invulnerable? What then? No. All right. Well, I can't get to that to proc, unfortunately. Well, okay. Throw on some gear, huh? How about some gear? Try that, yeah. All right. Now I might not die. Shoot me, or hit me. All right. And eventually, To the Rescue is gonna proc, sometime soon. Maybe, if we're lucky. There it goes. There it goes. So it'll proc that stun, and everything around you will take some damage and stop attacking you, which is nice. Alright, and that was the Arachne team-up. Oh, right, her passive here, Psionic Empowerment, when you've got her in away mode, she will give your hero mental damage rating, which scales to your level, and regen per second, which is always nice. You can see my regen going up quite nicely. I think this is the only amount of regen that I've got on my character at the moment, and my HP is recovering decently. So that's pretty cool. That was Arachne. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. Make sure to rate, comment, share, and subscribe. If you haven't seen the systems overview, want to know more about what exactly is changing with Team Ups 2.0, make sure to do that. There should be links all across the place. And I will see you in the next video taking a look at Beta Ray Bill. I believe Beta Ray Bill will also be in conjunction with King Thor, because I think they do about the same thing. But we'll see in the next video. Until then, take it easy. Have a good one. Peace.